Hello, welcome to the Engineered Muscle YouTube channel. I'm Alex Shepperley, everyone calls me Sheps. I don't think Riz has ever called me by my first name, to be honest. D does though. So I am currently just under 7 weeks out from my first show of the season. This is my third ever season. I competed as a first timer at the PCA first timers and I came second. And then I took a year off to grow and I came back that following year as a novice, and I won 5 class wins and 1 overall. I competed in PCA, FitX, and a 2-bro show. So it was very, very successful. I first met Riz when I used to train at a gym in Ilkeston that's owned by Jamie Johal. You'll know him as the Giant. He is on Gladiators on BBC. Riz used to come in with this bandana on, Vibrams, headphones on. He wouldn't speak to anyone, and he used to come and tap me on the shoulder and he'd be like, "Hey bro, can you come and give me a spot?" And he'd do like 8 plates aside on this old Cybex leg press, and that's just how we started to get chatting. And then yeah, we sort of built our friendship up from there. So, and that was a long time ago. So I think I've been with Engineer now for about over a year. Riz always used to sort of send me products before he sponsored me, because I was sponsored by a supplement distributor called Alliance Supplements. So they would sell Trained by JP, they'd sell Strom, they'd sell everything. And then Riz asked me to come on board. And yeah, I've been with him ever since, so probably over a year. Now, Engineered isn't just the brand for me because Riz asked me to. Like, I would be buying those products even if I wasn't sponsored by him. And I'm sure any of the other athletes will say the same. Like, if you speak to a high-level IFBB competitor or even a coach, and I'm sure it's like secretly pissing off a lot of the other brands in the industry without him, trying to do that, just because it's coming up so quick and it's going so well. So I'll just give you a little bit of backstory about me. I first started training when I was in my final years at school, year 11. We got a gym in the school and I just enjoyed it. I was rubbish at football. I was rubbish at rugby. But the gym was one of the only things that I enjoyed and I got good at. Continued that when I left school, but then obviously I got into partying and going out, and that sort of took a lot of attention off taking it seriously. Like, I remember I would train Monday to Friday and then go out all weekend and then just start again. I wouldn't follow a diet. I got my first cycle off Dave the meathead from the gym. So yeah, just the generic young lad approach. So then I went traveling for like 5 years. I worked abroad in Magaluf, and I went traveling Thailand. I worked in Australia. So whilst I did that, training really took a back seat, but it was something that I always knew that I would come back to, and I did. So when I returned home and I continued my career as a bricklayer, I started taking it a lot more seriously, and I got my own house. I got a coach. I invested in a coach, which was Nathan. That was when I very first started, as my first ever coach. Once I'd set up and got my own house and a coach, that was when things really started to progress. I mean, I was just a lifestyle client at that point. I just wanted to learn, the nutrition side of things, the drug side of things, the training side of things, and take it that a bit more seriously. So then fast forward 2 years of being with Nathan, I've made a lot of progress just as a lifestyle client, but I was living that bodybuilder lifestyle because I just loved it so much. And then I said, I think I want to do a show. And Nathan was like, fuck yeah, let's do it. So we did it, and it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. There were days when I wanted to quit, when I thought this isn't for me. But I did it and I placed second. And then obviously that post-show was just surreal. Even though I didn't win, I loved the experience. And that's sort of when I fell in love with it. Along the way of me sharing my journey of competing as a first timer, I gained a lot of attention from people on social media saying, "Oh, can you help me with a diet?" And I used what I'd learned from Nathan on them. And I got some pretty good results. And I used to show them to Nathan. And then eventually, I think he got to the point where he was so busy he couldn't take on any more clients, and he asked me if I wanted to come on as a lifestyle coach, which for me was the dream, to help me move that little bit closer towards my goal, because I think I decided that I wanted to be a full-time coach in that first prep. As a lot of people do, they just sort of fall in love with the process. But ever since then, I'd committed myself to making that dream become a reality, and now it genuinely is a reality. So I owe him a lot. I owe Riz a lot, because he's always believed me, he's always helped me, given me advice. I've always asked his opinion on stuff, and he's always been there to help me. This is my third season. I'm just under 7 weeks out. I'll take you through a little bit of my day today. I've already checked in this morning, so we've missed that. But I will be doing post-workout photos, because I always send in my post-workout photos at the minute. I'll run you through my diet as well. I'll run you through my drugs. I'll run you through the engineered supplements that I'm taking, and I'll show you some training as well. I should actually have shares in engineered, because I got a French bulldog first, and then Riz got one. So the only reason he has turbo is because of me. So technically, I should have shares in engineered muscle. So Riz, when you watch this, we'll have a chat. It's really horrible and dark today. It's absolutely pissing it down. So sorry if the lighting is a bit shit. There's Hunter, look. Hunter, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you want a treat? It's been a long time since I've had a cookie, but I really don't want one of these ones, but the dogs love them. Sit. Sit. No, sit. Sit. Give me a paw. Give me a paw. Good boys. Trust me, Turbo is not that well behaved. I actually train my boys, whereas Riz is a feral. So this is my gigantic American-sized fridge. Not really, it's tiny. But it fits all my meals in. My missus, my fiance, sorry, also does her meal preps. So we've got to cram it all in here. This one. No, this one. This is my beautiful array of supplements from Engineer Muscle. So all the JP Cream of Rice. This is really good to have in the morning. Really helps with like cognitive function. As you can see, his brand is just like, look how shiny that is. Like, it's so sick. Glutamine, Turbo Inferno. This has been a game changer on my prep, honestly. It actually makes you enjoy cardio when you're like in a hole. I don't know how, don't know why, but it fucking works. Creatine, the GOAT. If you want to get massive on cheap gains, creatine is the GOAT. And it really helps with cognitive function too. This is my favorite flavor of the Catalyst, cherry coconut. But I do like this one first thing in the morning with some ice. And it's like an orange burst. So it's really cool. But this will be the first thing that I drink when I wake up. The Gasmark 10 gut health drink. I used to do this on my own. So it'd be apple cider vinegar, glutamine, lemon squeeze, aloe vera juice, and it tasted like shit. But when you do it, when you just have this, like, it tastes so good. And this is pineapple coconut flavor. Have it with some ice, it's banging. And then we got essential amino acids, and this is the best pre-workout that I've ever tried. I've got the pump mode coming, and I haven't tried that one yet, so that's going to be going in. So this is my work area and my eating area. So whenever I have a little break and I have a meal, I'll put a YouTube on, podcast or something like that, really relax, switch off, put my phone on Do Not Disturb and enjoy a meal. I'll keep my phone on Do Not Disturb, and then pretty much immediately after I finish, I'll go get some steps in around the block. It's about 2K. Done check-ins this morning. So my morning routine when I wake up, I'll go downstairs, I'll check in if I need to check in. I'll put my rice on. I'll do whatever food that I need to do for the day or the following day. I like to try and keep a day ahead with my meal preps, just because I'm so busy. I like to be efficient. I like to just have my meals there to grab. The that morning time's my time. So I make sure that all my boxes are ticked so that I am the best possible version of myself for my clients. I'll get my cardio done. I'll do some vacuums. I'll do some rounds of posing. I'll do my ab work. I've got an ab roller here. I'll do some planks, crunches, have a shower, get some steps in, and then I'll begin my first work block. And that's when I'll turn my phone off do not disturb. My phone is on do not disturb until I have ticked my boxes. Apart from, I will look at WhatsApp just in case there's any important messages from athletes there. But then, yeah, because you need to be able to switch off and switch on when it's time to switch on. Because a mistake that I used to make was I'd just be too switched on all the time, and it was very unproductive. So that's something that I've learned. So I'm going to enjoy this meal, watch a YouTube, and then at some point we'll head to the gym later when I'll show you my pre-workout meal.
The thing I'm picturing is Urs, but 25 pounds heavier. What I want.
Right, guys, so I'm just out on my walk. After every meal, I'll always do like a walk around the block, which is about 2.5k steps. I think it's very, very important to just keep digestion optimal, and just doing a short walk. Morning. Doing a short walk between your meals is really going to help that digestion, help bring that insulin sensitivity back down to a good spot. It's been working great for me. Really keeps that midsection nice and tight. Not that my meals are big at the minute anyway, but just a good routine to have. Easy way to get steps in, make it a non-negotiable. After every meal, go for a short walk. Right then, so I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of my pre-workout and my intra-workouts and what I do and how I weigh them. Obviously, all from Engineered Muscle. So in this one, I've got one scoop, which is 25 grams of carb tank. So it's got a swell matrix in it, a focus matrix, an activator, and a hydration formula as well. So it does have some pink salt in there already. I just have this with a shot of water because after I've had my pre-workout meal, which is cream of rice and an inch creamy, that's already like quite a lot of water, quite a lot of stomach volume. So I just have this as a shot for digestion. Now I'm going to make my essential amino acid, which is also a shot, and I just have that midway through the workout. So like maybe fourth exercise in, have that as a shot because a lot of people put it into the drink that they're drinking throughout the hour, and you're not really going to cause that muscle protein synthesis spike, which is the whole point of it. So we want to just really just have it in, cause that muscle protein synthesis mid-workout. So as you can see, I've just filled a little bit of water there, just a shot. And then we're just going to do 20 grams of the MPS Max. This is Sunny Orange flavour, and it's delicious. Now, when I mix my actual intra shake, little tip, just fill it up to halfway first. If you fill it up all the way to the top, then add your powders, try and shake it, it just gets stuck at the top, and then you've got this mouthful of like dry crap. So we'll fill it halfway. First off, we're going to start with the carbs. This is Carb Tank. Now it has cluster dextrin, dextrose, monohydrate, fructose, prickly pear extract, alpha acid, and something else which I cannot pronounce. So I'm going to have 25 grams of this, which gives me 25 grams of carbs. Bosh. Carbs are king. And then for a bit of flavour, I'm going to put in some electrolytes, catalyst. Obviously the cherry coconut one, which is the best one. One scoop of that. Come on, you fucker. There we go. Okay, now creatine. I'll take 10 grams of this. I've already had 10 grams this morning. I honestly think creatine is underused in most people. It's more for the cognitive function benefits that I really fucking like it. Because I've been in a situation before where I've run out, I've not had it, and then that's when you notice the difference. Sometimes you don't realise until you take it out what it's actually doing for you. 10 grams of glutamine for digestion. And then I'll just add in 2 grams of salt for the extra hydration and pumps. And then as well with my pre-workout, I'll also take 1 ml of this, which is amino charged V2. It is very, very good. I find I get so much energy from it. Like it really fucking Until you try it, you don't know, so please try it. But be safe. Right, so I'm just about to eat my pre-workout meal, which is 80 grams of cream of rice from Trained by JP Vanilla, which is obviously available on the website. 20 grams of dark chocolate to help slow down that digestion and the release of the carbohydrates through training. Because I find that cream of rice digests so quick, so easily. Can be a little bit too quick if you're training for like a couple of hours. So that just slows that down a little bit. 100 grams of berries, and then I've got my Ninja Creamy as well. So I'll show you it all together. Ninja Creamy. Way. Yes, guys, so we are now at Ultraflex Derby. If you haven't been here before, I highly recommend you come. It's definitely one of the best gyms in the UK, potentially in Europe. The kit selection, the layout of the gym, it's a huge space. It's got all the best kit in the world from Prime, Atlantis, Gym Leco. So please come and visit because you will not be disappointed. So today's session, it's the start of the week, and I always start my week with a push session. So we've got prime lateral raise, 3 sets, loaded in the lengthened position. Low incline Smith press, flat, prime flat press machine, the pin loaded one, which is really, really nice. Again, loading it in the lengthened position. Prime dip machine, cable fly with a foam roller to really open up the scapula. Arsenal overhead tricep extension, which I might switch out because it's actually been giving me a little bit of grief on my elbow. And then sing-along tricep extension. We've recently, like I said before, lowered the volume on some of my sessions just to help manage fatigue, which I know a lot of you hate. Sorry, Mr. Doctor, but that is what it is. We are trying to manage fatigue at this point. So, let's get into it. I'm going to try to not do too much talking. Mattia, who's going to be editing this YouTube video, can probably put some cool music over the top of it. I might say a few bits, I might not. We'll just get what we can and enjoy the session. Let's get it. So at the minute, I'm really not trying to progress any of my lifts. As food's getting lower, body weight's getting lower, I'm really just trying to maintain quality reps because that's what's going to retain the muscle. As long as I can maintain my performance, I know that I'm retaining the muscle. So, for example, I know that from my logbook last week, I got 190 for 9. I'm just going to try and match that, not lose any quality of reps and just be consistent with it and try not to let it slip. If I do notice it slipping, then we know, we've got to keep an eye on that performance because that's key for retaining the muscle. So, second exercise, this is the low incline Smith press. I used to have this in the off season, and do you know what? I fucking love it. I usually use a different, I usually use a Nautilus one, so it's on a slight angle. This one's absolutely vertical. Don't usually use this one, but just been warming up on it and it does feel great. If you're going to use this and you want to train chest, like I see a lot of people making a mistake of bringing their arms out so fucking wide and bringing it onto the front delt. Like tuck your elbows and have that bar just running like close to your nipple or just slightly above, and then pushing from underneath you. Like if you do that now and you push your bicep into your chest, you're going to feel like contraction in your chest so much. As soon as you do that and that elbow path goes a bit higher, you're putting it more onto your frontal delt. Yes, you're going to hit a bit of chest pressing, but yeah, if you want to really target the chest, push from underneath you. So now that I'm on to my second pressing movement of the session, my chest is already warm. I really don't need to take that many warm-up sets. You know, I just want to try and make sure that whatever energy I've got at this point is really spent on those top sets and back offs, because that's where you are going to get the biggest return on investment. So I've already just done one light little warm-up set, just made sure that the seat position is right, my elbow path movement is correct, and I'm just going to go straight into my top set now. So something that a lot of clients or just general people ask me is, how long do I need to rest between each set? And my personal answer and personal preference is, you should never have a set amount of minutes or seconds you should wait between sets. It should go off of your recovery. Like, are you recovered between each set? I don't want to be going into my back off set when my heart rate is still extremely elevated. I haven't got my breath back, and I just don't feel ready, because that's probably going to cost me 3 or 4 reps. And it's those last reps that are where the hypertrophy is going to occur. Like, let's say we're doing a set of 8 to 10. The first 5 reps don't actually do jack shit. It's the last ones, the really fucking hard ones, the grinders, the ones that are extremely close to the proximity of failure. They're the ones that count. So if I'm going into a set and I'm not recovered and I'm not actually able to reach mechanical failure because my lungs have given up before my muscles, you know, I'm leaving stuff on the table there. So if you're wondering how long you should rest between sets, my advice is take as long as you need for your heart rate to come back down. You're fully recovered. You've got your breath back, and you can put 110% of your effort and accuracy into every single set. Yeah, so posing's done. I'm going to do 15 minutes, just getting some steps in, and then I'll eat my post-workout meal here, and then I'll drive back. I live like 20 minutes from this gym. I'm very, very lucky to live so close to such a good gym. For years, we've had no good gyms around this area. And then in the space of a year, we had Be Modified open, which is a fantastic facility. And I recommend anyone that's in the Derby area to try Be Modified out. And then obviously also Ultraflex Derby as well. So steps, food, you don't know. And I'm back home. It is now time to feed the dogs. They're outside sunbathing. I'm going to show you what they've got. So this both contain 50 gram of protein, 50 gram of carbs, and 20 grams of fats. I'm just kidding, I have no idea what it is. It's just this Frenchy food that they love. Right guys, so now that the dogs are fed, it is time for my meal 5. And this will be the last meal that I show you, because for the rest of the night, it's going to be eat this, go for a walk, box my steps off, come back, and then I'm doing some studying, because I've signed up for a coaching mentoring course with the ICM that's run by the guys at Pro Coach. But this meal, delicious meal, it is beef, potato, and veggies, and some pineapple and sauerkraut. So I'm going to eat this. Thank you for watching. Please go and follow my YouTube. If you search Sheps or Alex Next Phase Coaching, that'll come up. Like and subscribe to this one. Go check out my other one. If you want any supplements from Engineer Muscle, please feel free to use my code SHEPS10, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day, guys. Peace.